Hey everybody, it's Patrick. It is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays I talk about long hair for men. It's actually Monday night, and my hair is absolutely in need of a really deep washing right now. I don't wash it as often in the wintertime as I do in the summertime. I'm doing this as if it's actually moving my hair at all. It's just kind of sticking in clumps. I wash it less often in the wintertime because in the summertime or in the warm season, it's not too bad to get up, wash my hair, and then just let it dry as I'm going to work and in the office. But it has been very cold in my neck of the woods in the Boston area, and I really have not wanted to go outside with a wet head. It's too cold for me. So I sort of have been just saying, well, when do I need to wash my hair? And if I don't get home at a reasonable hour, I don't like to go to bed with wet hair as well, and I don't blow dry my hair, so I just kind of let it go a little bit longer than it should. So I wanted to talk about that. Somebody actually put a comment on my last video saying, you know, I have to go to the gym and I have to wash my hair, and then what should I do since I'm going to my next thing right after the gym in the morning? And I didn't really have that great of an answer for him, and unfortunately I still really don't. If you are avoiding heat tools, as you should when you're growing long hair, heat tools being blow dryers, curling irons, straightening irons, anything that puts heat directly onto your hair for the purpose of drying it or for styling it, you're going to want to just not do that because it's going to damage your hair. So if you're avoiding that and you have a lot more hair than you're used to, you see Gracie? There's a Gracie tail. Then you're going to want to have a strategy for dealing with the cold weather. And if you are in a place where it's winter right now, the cold weather may affect how often you wash your hair, what you do to keep it strong and healthy, to avoid damage. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. So in terms of washing your hair and then having to go out, going out with a wet head won't give you a cold. First of all, that's an old wives' tale. That's things that cause colds are not the cold itself, the cold weather, but it's other factors, you know, viruses and whatever. It can affect your mood. Certainly, I hate being cold. But if you do go out in the cold and your hair is wet, it is more prone to damage. It's not necessarily going to freeze and break off. It would really have to be super cold for it to break, you know, snap, like you know, if you've seen things in liquid nitrogen, it won't happen like that, but it can make your hair weaker, just as having wet hair can have it be weaker, and it can cause more breakage. Plus, in the winter, your hair tends to be more dry because you're in a lot more places where the heat is cranked up. Heat can come in many forms, but the most likely one is that there's some sort of forced hot air. So if you're avoiding heat tools on your hair like a good long hair guy, and you are having, you know, heat blown on your head anyway because the vents in your office or in your school or wherever are blowing that on there, then you're going to have to make sure that you take it and, you know, take good care of your hair as well. So if you have to run out before you go to work, to school, wherever, and you have to try to dry your hair quickly, a couple of tips for that. First of all, use a couple of towels. That's what I do. And if you are laundering your own towels, which you should be, you know, if you're still making your mom do your towels, then do that, you know, especially if you have long hair, because you go through a lot. Couple of towels, and if you're laundering them, don't use dryer sheets or fabric softener, because those things can make your towels less absorbent. So just run it through with a regular wash and then just dry it as you normally would, but don't try to make your towels any more soft, because they are more absorbent if they don't have that fabric softener in it. A microfiber towel, that is the type of towel that, say, swimmers and divers in the Olympics, if you've ever seen that, they have those little tiny towels and you're like, how the hell does that get you dry? They soak up a ton of excess water, and that way you also don't have to rub your hair. I have not invested in one yet. I used to have one a long while ago and it was fantastic, but I haven't had one in a while. I really do need to get another one. I have seen them at Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if they still have them. I've seen them online too, but the ones online are a little expensive. So, but that can soak up a ton. I have friends also who swear by, they call them flour sack towels, which actually they don't look like towels at all. They're more like they look like cotton, you know, like if you cut a cotton flour sack open. So that can work as well. If you are going to go outside, protect your hair by wearing a hat or wearing a hood so it doesn't get wet. If it is wet, to keep it from blowing around. Also, in windier weather, colder weather, it is going to whip around. But if you are going to wear a hat or a hood or something on your head, make sure that it's not so open woven. A lot of knitwear is very open woven, so it can catch your hair and pull when you pull it off. And that static electricity can pull your hair out as well. I'm trying to get Gracie. She is getting real near the tripod. She just loves to make sure that I know who's boss here. So that's another thing, is that you want to make sure that if you're wearing any kind of headgear during the winter months, earmuffs, anything that's going to pull at your hair, make sure that you're extra careful with that as well. Extra moisturizing. So you should condition your hair more often, and you should condition the ends of your hair a lot more during the winter time, because your hair is getting constantly going from cold weather and more moisture outside where it might be snowing, coming inside where it's very warm because people have cranked up the heat. So make sure that you take better care of it that way. And also think about the way that you wear your hair during the winter time as well. So if it is awfully windy, if it is, you know, if you have a lot of condensation going in around your hair, how do you protect that? Do you put your hair up? Do you throw it into a bun and then throw a beanie over it? Might not be something that you do normally for your style. You might like to wear it down. I like to wear my hair down a lot. But when you go outside, will you be protecting your hair better if you decide to go with a different style? So I hope that if you are in the winter months right now, that you are keeping warm, keeping dry, keeping good care of your hair. If it's summertime where you are, then make sure that you follow good summertime care as well, with good SPF, protecting your head, all of that sort of things. I'm here every Tuesday to talk about long hair. Thursdays we do a 3-ingredient recipe with any number of a weird bunch of friends. They keep growing, the number of friends who come and visit me as I do 3-ingredient recipes. And then on the weekends, George is here to talk about being good to yourself. If you want to keep up with what we're doing here on my odd little channel, then be sure to subscribe below. If you have any questions, or you want to talk about anything, or you want to see me talk about any sort of subject on men's long hair, be sure to talk about it in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you again next time you tune in. Thanks.